All right, let's get into it. Today, we're literally shedding some light on a skincare treatment that seems to be everywhere you look. But here's the kicker. Its origin story doesn't come from a fancy beauty lab. It comes from outer space. Yep, we're talking about LED therapy. So let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? You've tried all the creams, the expensive serums, you've got this 10-step routine, but that amazing, radiant skin you're after just still feels out of reach. It is so frustrating, right? Well, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. But what if the answer wasn't in another bottle? What if it was something way simpler? A solution that's actually gentle, totally painless. We're talking no needles, nothing invasive. We're talking about just light. Now, this is where the story gets so cool. You have to hear where this all started. So back in the 90s, NASA scientists stumbled upon something pretty amazing. They figured out that specific kinds of LED lights were helping astronauts' wounds heal faster in zero gravity. How wild is that? So you fast forward to today, and that exact same space-age tech has come down to Earth, making the jump from the spaceship right into our skincare routines. Okay, so how does this even work? I mean, how can plain old light create such a real change in our skin? Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to think of it like photosynthesis, but for your skin. So let's break down the science of how that's even possible. The fancy scientific name for it is photobiomodulation. Whoa, sounds complicated, right? But the idea behind it is actually super simple. See, light is made of these tiny energy particles called photons. When those photons hit your skin, they get absorbed by the little power plants inside your cells, the mitochondria. It's like a jolt of energy for them, and that extra juice kicks them into high gear to start repairing and regenerating. And here's the thing. Not all light is created equal. Different colors have different wavelengths, which means they can reach different depths of your skin and do totally different jobs. So red light is kind of the anti-aging superstar. It goes way down deep to boost collagen and help with healing. Blue light, on the other hand, hangs out near the surface, where it is fantastic at zapping acne-causing bacteria. Then you've got green and yellow light, tackling things like dark spots and redness. I love this analogy. It's the perfect way to picture it. Think of your skin like a garden. Different colors of light are like watering different layers of that garden. So the blue light is tending to the flowers on the surface, while the red light is getting down deep and nourishing the roots. It makes so much sense when you think of it that way. So, because you have this whole spectrum of light to work with, you get a whole rainbow of benefits. This is not a one-trick pony, not at all. It's a really versatile tool that can help with a ton of common skin issues. So, let's look at what that actually means for your skin. The applications here are just incredibly broad. Whether you're using blue light to tackle that surface-level acne or that deep-diving red light to fire up collagen production and soften fine lines and wrinkles, it can do so much. It's also used to calm down redness from things like rosacea, fade sun damage, help with wound healing, and all of this just leads to an amazing boost in your skin's overall glow. Okay, but we gotta talk about expectations. This is really important. This is not some overnight miracle fix. LED therapy is all about cumulative results. You're giving yourselves these little energy boosts over time to create real lasting change. So just remember, with this kind of therapy, good things really do come to those who glow. Patience is key. So what does a typical timeline look like? Well, after just one session, you might notice that your skin looks a little brighter, a little calmer, like an instant healthy glow. But the real magic? That starts to happen after a few weeks of consistent treatments. That's when you'll start seeing real improvements in things like breakouts or skin tone. And for those bigger goals, like tackling fine lines or firming things up, you're probably looking at 1 to 2 months. It all comes down to consistency. And once you've gone through that initial series of treatments, you're not quite done. Think of it like a gym membership for your skin cells. You've done the hard work, now you just need to maintain it. A few maintenance sessions, maybe just once a month, will keep those cellular batteries charged up and keep that amazing glow going strong. All right, so to make sure you get the absolute best results possible, there are a few common mistakes you're going to want to avoid. And getting this part right can make all the difference. It doesn't matter if you're going to a pro or using a device at home. The number one biggest mistake? Inconsistency. You just won't build up that cellular momentum with sporadic sessions. Also, always start with a clean face. That light can't get through makeup or sunscreen. And please protect your eyes. And if you are using a device at home, remember that quality really matters. Look for tech that's been FDA cleared. And finally, don't forget this is a booster for your skincare routine, not a replacement. So keep cleansing, keep moisturizing, and definitely keep using that SPF. So let's just wrap this all up. If there is one crucial point to take away from all this, it's that LED therapy is not magic. It's science. It's a proven, totally non-invasive way to basically supercharge your skin's own natural regenerative systems. You're just energizing your cells to do what they already do best, only way better. And, that just leaves us with one final thought. This incredible technology went from helping astronauts heal in orbit to helping us get glowing skin in a spa. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing scientific discoveries are already out there, just hiding in plain sight, waiting to completely transform some other part of our daily lives?